I'm interested to know, like, at what point, at what size are you like, okay, this could potentially, if I build teams, if I build systems, I've got channel managers, I've got automation here, potentially this could be like a vehicle to get me maybe out of the UK. When did you start having those thoughts?
Well, I mean, so I got a little bit. So I started that at the start, and then what I done after it is I realised that rather than me getting a team, I knew good management agents. Um,
Yep.
so ultimately, I used their service. Obviously, I could be making more money if I'd done it myself,
Yep.
but I decided to go
It
down that.
works.
Yeah, I mean, it works.
Works for you.
It does work. I have changed a couple of them. Don't get me wrong. It's been trial and error. But right now, I'm happy with the mix that I have. Um, so yeah, so it's been a good learning curve that way. And but it's what's been really helpful is that I know what I'm talking about because I've done it myself.
Yes.
So I know how
Yes.
to audit them. I know the right questions to ask. I'll still go back and forth and do spot checks because I go back to Glasgow every 6 weeks or something. So I'm always doing those checks anyway. And yeah, and I know I've got the right level of monitoring in there that I know when stuff's
Yep.
not happening. Um, I've got access to all the reviews as well and the communications that go on Airbnb in the back end. So I've kept that just because I need to know what's been said. I need to know the general feeling about the properties because that comes out in people's messages, not necessarily the reviews, but the actual messages they're sending um, during their stay and before their stay.
Yeah. Absolutely huge. And I would be, excuse me, I would be very uh, skeptical and concerned about anyone. And you see the posts, right? You see the posts of people saying, hey, I'm looking for an Airbnb property. So they're looking for a sourcer. They don't know anything about it. They just think if I can just find one and give it to them, they can manage it, and then all this money will pour in and I can go and lay on the beach somewhere. And unless you have a very good understanding of the business,
Yep.
you need to know enough to be able to quite simply kick ass if you need to,
Yeah.
right? To say, where's my occupancy levels? Why am I getting consistently not getting top reviews? you know
Yeah.
why am I paying X for my linens when it should be Y?
Yep.
You need to have enough education
Of course.
to be able to question management companies, because at the end of the day, if you don't get booked, it's no skin off their nose, right?
No.
It's you're the one who's paying the bills. So I've got nothing against management companies, but like you said, you've got to know enough to
Oh, you do.
make them know, look, I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. 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 Definitely. I fully agree. Yeah. It's just as I say, it did take time. Trial and error. I did try a couple. They weren't quite right for what I wanted,
Yeah.
and I've moved about, and I've done that, got other ones in
Yeah.
because I knew once I started to see it and see what it could achieve for my life, and I knew I was going to be moving away. I didn't want to be dealing with sort of issues while I was here as such,
Hmm.
like just general
Hmm.
stuff. So I knew I felt as if I wanted to get a management company in, um,
Yeah.
just to support me in that and deal with the actual the regular communications.